I'm saying? Then you may say, who do I want to network? Let's say billionaires.
Savings.
Can I add it here? See the beauty of it? Now I got one in option. Okay. Now I still have the options branch open. I'll go and say savings. Okay. But you're getting the broad idea, right? What you're doing is, I'm sorry, say that again, please. I missed your thought.
Planning.
Planning. I love that. I'm a big fan of planning. So let's say I'll take yellow because I like the color. You see this? Now I got one more branch. I'll just go say planning. Okay, then you say, the moment you say planning, how am I going to plan? What are the various things I plan for, etc.? All that will come in here. You may say I need insurance, I need security because of 100 crores, all those things will come in. So what happened here is, you started with the thought, earn 100 crores, and then you let your mind on a freewheeling mode. And as the thoughts come in, group them together. Once you have a big level, take options, right? You have options. Once it's the option, then you say, hey, look, what all options can I look at? X, Y, Z, so on. Then suddenly you're on your morning walk and say, oh my God, I did not even think of, Cybercoin, Bitcoin as a new currency. I'll go add that there. You can always keep building on it. So you take your mind in what we call a green light zoning. Green light zoning is you don't ask it a question. It can think whatever it wants. You keep collecting the thoughts. You keep collecting the thoughts in a visual manner. Your mind finds it very, very easy to relate to this. Believe me, if I wrote all these things in a list in 15 bullets, and if I call you an hour back saying, can you list, you won't. But this picture, mind kind of stores it because mind actually stores things as pictures. Mind is language. It doesn't care about the language. But you'll also remember this saying, look, A and the terrible handwriting goes 100 crores in the center. And I remember there was that yellow thing planning on top. He also said, should I earn it legally or not legally? Options, extra time frame. Okay. So because your brain handles things this way, but you hand it over in that manner, it actually remembers. Not only that, you're not constraining your mind. You say, hey, go on thinking. You remember we said brain is for thinking. Best part of brain is thinking and not storing. It'll keep coming with ideas. Okay. Then you might come and say, look, hey, and legally also, illegal in India, legal in US, illegal in Canada, or illegal. You'll actually start coming with all those things. Because you don't want to be 100 crores and in prison, right? So you'll actually keep coming up with the thoughts. So does it give a sense of how we go about it, the sequence?
Yes, sir.
Are you with me? Okay. Now, what I'll do is I'll just run you through 3 or 4 more samples. So that gives a sense of how do you really ideate on these. So do I have your permission to go to the next slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Awesome.
sir.
I needed that. Okay. See, that's the artwork. That's what you guys prepared. You have a first version of a plan for level 1 detail of how to make 100 crores. That's the power of it. Okay. And believe me, I wake you up in the night, you'll broadly remember that. You say, hey, look, there are 5 branches in that. There was a you'll actually remember that because you're helping your brain perform better. Okay, now I'll take another common example. How many of you run some project or other? That can be, look for next college, apply, prepare my CV is a project. Okay, or help parents in repairing some part of the house. That's a project. Replace this TV is a project. Project is not just used. Anything that takes more than one task is what we can loosely call project. More than 1 or 2 tasks to complete. Now, the project manager, same thing. Let's say you have the ideathon. You say in this, what all are the various things I can think of? Things like project, you can use standard maps. You can say, hey, look, what are the resource requirements? What are the objectives of the project? What are the milestones, right? They ask for dates and times. What are the assumptions I'm making about what I don't know? Okay. What are the constraints I have? If you have to make 100 crores, I know what constraints are there in that because I have to follow all the laws of the land. what are the risks? If I make a mistake, I can step on the wrong side of the law. So I need to be very, very careful. I don't understand law sufficiently. Who are the stakeholders? When I'm doing this, my parents are stakeholder, my spouse is a stakeholder, my children are stakeholder, my friends are stakeholders. Because in trying to earn that 100 crores, if you forget all of them, my stakeholders are not happy. My parents will say, we were much happier when you had only 50,000 rupees, we could at least meet you. Now we are rich and invisible. Likewise, project. We have a team, manager. So some standard themes like that exam preparation, you can use standard templates. They're straight away available to us, templates. And then you'll only start working from the next level of things. For example, objectives, they'll be different for each project. So anything that is already used many times, you can use a template, but something they're doing for the first time. For example, when I started preparing for the session, in my home office, I actually have a glass board here. I got up on that, actually prepared a mind map. I'll actually share that with you. When my son was getting married, as soon as his wedding date was fixed, that's when I added a board in my home office. I prepared a mind map. I'll actually share both with you. Prepare for exam, you have gone through this, right? This is a good branch actually. Some of these things, if you want to use, at least the first level, the center and the first level branches, you can use as it is. If you want in the second level of detail, you can do what you want. But this is really cute, a picture from Global. This guy, a 7th class student, writing down his syllabus. I thought this is such a nice way of putting it together. He said, look, music has got cello and piano. After that, you will say, look, piano, what day of the week, what time you're going to do. Latin, he said, look, I'm going to learn these 2 branches of Latin. English, I'm going to write penmanship, I'm going to learn mythology, I'm going to write with skill level 2, okay? Then Brave Writer Movie Club going on to see the amount of information that got onto it without straining your mind. If you just try to make it a bulletized text list, you'll not remember it. Because when you convert it to image, right? First is easier, right? Geometry, music, Latin, English, art and PE, physical education. Then you get the next branches of it. So please remember that your brain consumes most energy per kilo of your body. That's why when you're tired, when you've not eaten, brain is depleted from glucose. You get a headache because it's a hypoglycemia. That's why you quickly, drink a soft drink or eat some sugar to bring brain back in action. Okay. My preparation for this session. Okay. I love sessions because I learned so much more on this. So it's a bad picture, pretty. So mind mapping is the session I wanted to. Then I said, look, first remember, know your mind is one topic. I want to talk about habits. We all make notes. Where do you make notes? Joy of thinking, the creative to be. So these are all the topics I put together. I prepared this before I opened PowerPoint to start putting slides into it. Because after that, I was very, very clear. I know this sequence, right? I said I'm going to talk about know your minds first. Yes, please.
The number 3550, what's that, sir? Can we know?
Oh, that is my Rotary Club. 3150 is the district.
Okay.
8307 is the number of Rotary Club of Cyberabad that I'm a president.
Okay. I thought it's a mind mapping part.
No. I use that information so much, I just write it there. I wrote it there and I was too lazy to erase it. Okay. So this is what I put together. After that, I said, look, what presentation, what template do you want to use? If you see what colors am I using, what font am I using? Because of the age group, if I was making this presentation to people my age, 50, 60, then I would have used black and white. I would have used Arial, sans serif, Times New Roman fonts. But I said, no, that's not what I'm going to use. Okay, for example, I don't think I would have used this font or color. This is called Happy Love. That's a font. I don't think I would have used this font for a very serious business presentation. So once I finished my mind map, after that I said, what template am I going to use? What sequence am I going to put the slides in? It became so easy. Ideally, what you do is, once you prepare a mind map, right? You go and write numbers on this. I said, look, this is my slide number 1. This is my slide number 2, slide number 3. Then you go start preparing the slides. After that, it took me 1 hour to prepare the map. Okay, because I was also reading, I was also watching some YouTube videos, prepare the map. After that, I sat down for 4 hours at a stretch and finished my PowerPoint. When I was preparing the presentation, I was not confused. I knew exactly what I want to do. This, what is the next slide? What am I going to say? Okay. Otherwise, if the same thing I had to do, I finished the whole thing in about 5 hours is what I took for preparation. I would have taken 2 days or 3 days for the same thing. I would have been so many more correction. One iteration, I finished the presentation. Okay. Now, my son was getting married. Such a beautiful thing, right? But there is so much work to do. So I had a big mind map. See, this is a mind map. I said, look, Anup and Samo. Samo is my daughter-in-law. Anup, Samo wedding. Okay, I said catering. 30th, we needed a lunch, tea and dinner. 31st, we needed breakfast, snack, lunch, snack and dinner. Then after that, we were back in Hyderabad. I said, I wanted a good Nadaswaram guy. Transport, going from Hyderabad to Bangalore. In Bangalore, what all do I need, right? Then event management, we had a party, we had a wedding. So I said, look, the reception, what do I need? I need an MC, I need music. At the wedding, what are all the activities? I actually wrote the script. You see what I'm saying? Then travel and tickets. My son and daughter-in-law, they had to come from US, their tickets. Family, all of us had to go from me. We needed a bus. And then right side I wrote, what is the core team? These are all the people that I coordinate with. Once this was done, then of course I had to do the budgeting, how much money I spend on this. Then the Purohit, what all he's going to do? Pendikoduku, then, Varapuja, Uprayana, what are all the events? So once I made this, it was such a smooth wedding. I was not stressed. Because all these people, they were doing their thing. I went and met the guests. I spent time with relatives. I enjoyed it. I took photographs. So what it does is, it's very, very clear. You try to get the same information into a writing, it'll take you 20 pages. Other thing you see is when you're preparing mind map, you don't write a sentence. You just say makeup. You'll not say all people will apply makeup on their face. You don't have to say all this. You just say makeup, just one word. Are you with me? More recently, Nakshatra, she's a mentee, she's on the call. She's making a presentation on her activities this year. So when she started, I said, there's one easy way. Any theme, you can take the 6 topics. You remember that poem that says, I keep 6 honest serving men. They teach me all I know. Their names are what and where and when and how and which and who. Okay? If you're able to ask this question, you'll learn the answer. I said, look, Nakshatra, just put those as first branch, right? What? What are you doing? I'm making a presentation. What presentation? Who are you making it to? Why are you making this presentation? Because I want to share all this. How are you making this presentation? Are you going to make a write on a whiteboard? Are you going to sing a song? Or are you going to PowerPoint? Are you doing on a Zoom? Are you going to make on a virtual, physical, right? Where are you going to do? And why are you doing this? All that, right? So this first one, and after that, Nakshatra went on telling me the items. I captured them on a mind map. This is the mind map one of few Nakshatra prepared for her presentation. See the level of detail. And these are all here, right? And for example, in which there is a thing called agenda. Agenda, she said, look, these are all the things I want on the agenda. So when she starts preparing a presentation, your mind just flows through. You're not stressed out. You say, oh my God, what did I miss? You have not missed anything because all the thoughts that came to you put into a mind map. Okay. So a complicated task, believe me, a wedding is a very, very complicated task. Okay. Not a complicated task. And, lots of things were happening, My high school friends from 72 to 75 came. The teachers who taught me in 1978, they came. My friends from everywhere, family, you can't miss invitation. But one mind map, that's it, done. No stress after that. And we did not miss anything in the wedding. People who came, they had a good time, they went back happy. And I'm sure, Nakshatra, I'm sure you're going to make a great presentation. Just see the amount of effort she put in. These are all her ideas. All I did was put them in the tool for her because I knew to use the tool. Now, how do we go about preparing a mind map? It's actually very easy, but I said, look, there should be an instruction. Remember, I said they asked for a manual, I put them in a thought. Simple rules for a complex world. World is complex, but you can make it simple. At this stage, can I just take a minute and pause? Shravan, we are past 7 hours. I do hope you have a little more time. Am I overspilling? Are you guys okay?
I think everyone is excited. And if someone cannot be part of it, I think they'll leave by themselves.
Yeah, my apologies if I overspent.
No, that's okay. We are excited.
Yeah. I'm so excited about it. So I want to share with you as much as I can in as simple a manner as I can. What questions can I answer for you at this stage? Does it sound complicated or simple? Your honest answer? Put it on the chart, Vic. I'm able to see the charts coming up.
Actually, I use this method for stock market.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I actually did make money on this using this method.
Amazing. So...
And but I am looking forward to how you create the branches and everything. I am looking forward to, because when I created my first mind map, it was like I was doing it and then I had to take off some of the branches, try to figure out what are the main branches and everything. It took me a little while to figure out my main branches.
Yeah, good thing is you can actually keep playing around with it. The second example I'll actually do on a tool where I'll show how you can keep changing things on the fly. Okay? So start with the central theme. It's usually a question. Question he says is, look, is MBA worth it? Okay? Is becoming a startup worth it? You want to become a startup? Or a topic. The topic is actually a topic. Topic is, look, global warming. You want to take as a topic. Or you take as a subject. Subject is, look, preparation for examination. Topic and subject, they're nearly the same, but use them in a different context. Use a pen and paper to start with, because it's important to connect your mind, your hand, your eyes, and the paper. Okay? There's something beautiful about writing. You're actually closing the circuit. You're visually absorbing, mentally processing, and then kinesthetically transmitting to your hand. You're actually writing down. That process in itself has a reinforcement effect. To initially just do that, after that you can use a tool. Make it colorful and visual, because our mind inherently responds to color beautifully. Just imagine if the rainbow were in 7 shades of gray instead of 7 colors. I don't know if you'll be as excited. If all the fruits were only one color, blue, on a mango that comes in blue, you differentiate only by the shape. So therefore, we absorb the story of nature, story of the world through all the color that comes in with. So that's why, if you can use colors, please use colors. That's why I've used a black background. I used a contrasting colors today because they're inherently, I likes it, mind likes that. If I'm making this to a business presentation, I don't think I would have had as many colors or as many lightweight fonts. Do not restrict your thoughts. You remember the first phase is called it green lighting. Irrespective of what your mind throws at you, go on writing it down. Your mind never gives an idea without a reason. At a time, the thought came up, you may not be able to connect. Later, you'll figure out why that thought had come up, because brain is actually processing a lot of things internally. So don't filter. Write down whatever comes to your mind. After that, you can go back and say, these are the good thoughts, these are the bad thoughts. When you start in the green lighting phase, write down all the thoughts. In the red lighting phase is when you actually sort them out. Okay? You can keep adding ideas. The branches, there's no limit to how many branches you can have. If you run out of space, write a long branch and add a branch. If you run out of the paper, just stick another paper to it. It's your rules to make. Don't be in a hurry to complete. That preparation mind map, it looked like only a small one. I sat in front of it for an hour, looked at it, processed my ideas. I stopped, played YouTube video by Tony himself, got some more ideas, put the thought in this. So even my topic, name of the topic, initially it was supposed to be learning mind mapping. I said, what a boring topic. That's when I said, look, making your mind work for you, because that sounded a little more. So don't restrict your thoughts. We are inherently creative souls. Education tells us to follow a lot of rules and kills our creativity, but be your creative self. Feel free to move things from one branch to other. He said, I thought it's under the stress area. You remember that I prepare for examination? I said, no, I think I'll actually move it into my nutrition area. Okay, by eating fish, I'll get nutrition. I also not get stressed. Whatever. You can move items between branches. If you're not sure how to start with the 6. You see what Nakshatra has done? You can't go wrong with that. What and where and how and which and who. You'll always get answers. If you're not sure how to start. After that, if you say, hey, look, I have a better way to define the branches, please change it. So no restrictions, no rules. This is to let the creativity flow in the manner you're comfortable with. Okay? One more exercise. This time, what I'll do is, I'm going to use an app, because I want to familiarize you with the usage of an app. Now, do you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You see my screen, right? So here I'm using an app called Mind Your Manager. So here I said, yeah, let's all go on a holiday. I picked it up. You guys are okay with that, or you want me to use some other topic?
Okay. Okay, sir.
Good with that?
Okay, sir.
Who
No,
doesn't
sir,
like holiday?
let's go. It's an interesting topic.
Holiday is interesting, or exams is more interesting?
Holiday is interesting.
Awesome. Okay, I think the same way too. So first I had a branch saying, where do I want to go? Okay, where do you want to go? After I might say, do you want to go in India? Abroad. Then I might come and say, that's fine. That also depends on when do I want to go? When? I might say, during, I'll make a PPS dress and go.
I think, AN, why don't we make it US? They're all already in India.
Lovely. Then I'll say abroad. Then I'll say, let's go to US.
Yeah. And then say Colorado.
Absolutely. The Garden of the Gods.
Then John sir
Yes.
home.
Shravani is
Yeah.
going to host a party for us in the Garden of the Gods.
Absolutely, I'll do it.
Then I'll say East Coast. And say mountain region. West Coast. Then you must come back and say, hey, look here, because I have friends here. Okay? Friends, or I want to go to no friends. Friends. Then I come back and say, there are ways to do this also. You remember, you see all the colors and tags out here. You can also do multiple things out here. Whatever I like, right? I can just add a color here. Or my priority, I say, look, my priority is US, this one. If that's not possible, I'll go to Westward, I'll go to California. If that's also not possible, I'll go to New York. If that's also not possible, I'll stay in India. Okay, you can do all these funny things. Friends, I say, hey man, I have Shravan there. I'll say Colorado Springs. Done? Now I say, look, when do I want to go there? I certainly don't want to go there during winter. Okay. After, I'll say, I'll go after. Then which season? I'll say, look, I'll go in spring. Because I'm told that by spring, everyone will have a vaccine. Then I say, look, what do I need? What I need. Okay. I need, let's say, visa. Assume I have a passport.
Money.
Tickets. Money, very practical, but I have 100 crores. We already made it. Okay, so and I need hotel stay. Maybe I need vaccination. You see how it goes. Then I might come back and say, hey, look, what do I want to do there? Okay, how do I spend time there? How? So you can go on. You might say, I'll go trekking. At this stage, I'm not even know. I'll go swimming. I'll go paragliding. I would come back and say, look, these things don't make sense. I think, trekking is what I want to do. I'll just go here and say, hey, trekking seems like a good thing. I'll make it green. Okay. I'm saying Colorado Springs, I made green. So these are all the final choice. You see this, how intuitively you can go on building, then also budget. No, funding. Loan. Parents. Okay. So the good thing here is you can move it whichever way. Then you might come back and say, hey, look, for whatever reason, I don't want a hotel stay to be here. I want to go put it in the funding because if I need to figure out based on a funding, I'll see which hotel I'm going to stay. I can drag and drop it there. Okay. Or I say, look, what I need will really depending on when I go. I'll say, look, I'll just make it a sub branch of this. It's just a simple drag and drop. This is a mouse work. So we spend no more than 3 or 4 minutes. Idea starts taking shape. When you have a project, when you're preparing, let's say if you're researching to present a paper, make a presentation, this becomes a lifesaver because you get information from many sources. I listened to 3 YouTube videos, I read a book, Shravan forwarded an article to me, I spoke to my friend, gather all ideas and keep plonking them into one mind map. Many sources, you put them in one place, but irrespective of where it comes from, like I got the next idea. This guy come back and said, no, don't go there, go to Central. I can just add wherever I want. See the flexibility? It does not constrain. Somebody said, what app are you using? I'm using MindJet Manager. There are a ton of these available, a lot of free apps available. Okay. On iOS, Android, PC, Mac, your tablet, there is always a good app available. There's nothing like a good app or bad app. Can it create branches? Can it allow you to add colors? Prioritize? That's about it. Okay. So I just wanted to show one using a pen and paper, one using an app. Tool is less important. I'm going to talk about it. Tool makes so much less meaning than what your habit. So that's the second exercise. What we'll do is let me just finish. I have 2 more slides. Then I think let's have a bit of a conversation. I'll stop sharing and now with this, you remember the 6 limitations of the mind that we wanted to address. The mind does not have mind. So the idea that you have, you're putting it in a context. Context can be budget, context can be planning, context, the window I want to go, etc. Then after that, mind does not have to remind. You look at your budget, you have all the ideas out there for the vacation, you'll not miss anything. Mind does not come with the user manual. Who cares? Now I know how the mind works, right? I don't need the manual. I am the manual. Mind works in images and not text. So you're taking all your thoughts and converting it into a visual diagram. Mind is quite fine with it. You say, hey, so long as I show my picture, I'm very happy. You're not giving it 20 pages of written text, right? Mind struggles with that. Forgetfulness curve, you don't have to. You create an extended brain of yours. The mind map is an addendum. It's like the USB hard drive of your laptop. You create an additional memory. Your external mind. You have your mind, you have attached another mind to it. So all you have to do is go to the map and check what it is. There's no question. You don't have to fear forgetting it. Mind is for thinking and not storing. You are doing the thinking, map is doing the storing. Right? And focus was a diffuse state of mind. Did you realize that when we're going through the process of creating a picture, how many of you got distracted when we're in that process? It moves your mind from a diffused state to focus state. It's also called a narrative network. Mind goes on telling a story to what you call a direct experience, here and now. That's also called mindfulness. So when you do a mind map, it also helps you mindfulness. You're able to focus. How do I start? Invariable question, right? This is a new habit. Any habit takes a little bit of a commitment. It's not difficult, but you need to be committed to it. It's like exercise, nothing difficult about it. So not because it's difficult, but you're used to doing it in a certain way. So take your time, start with something, start with a simple theme. Start with a level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Increase it, it will become a habit. Pick areas that you always do with mind maps. Don't take anything random. Preparing for an exam, in a way, it's a necessity, right? It's not a hobby, you need to do that. Preparing for a presentation. For me today, that 1 hour I spent on the board was a lifesaver. After that, my thoughts flow through. Because every presentation, you are telling a story. When you're telling a story, thought needs to flow in a logical sequence in a manner that also appeals to emotion. Logic plus emotion and the narration is a story. Okay? Mind map, it actually tells you to do that. For example, when you're in a session like this, how do you take notes? Try this when you're listening to your lecturer. Take a sheet of paper and make a mind map. Because you're not writing a sentence, you're writing a word. We all hated history in school because Ashoka, what all Ashoka did, yeah. First he laid roads, then he put trees on it, then he did something else on it. Then when did he do that? If only you had a mind map, you say Ashoka, his activity, his wars, his family, his religion, 4 branches. Activity, he laid roads, he planted trees, he built chow trees. Okay? His family, he was born here, he died here, Kalinga War, he became a Buddha. Just if you entire Mauryan history can be put into one mind map, you'll actually love doing that because you're creating something and you'll not forget that. So some simple tools. Start with pen and paper. There are many apps available, but I'm saying pen and paper gives you the doing things physically makes a habit acquisition easy. Okay. Then a pocketbook. This is what I do. This is my lifesaver. Anywhere I can take a pocketbook, I use this. In fact, I used to be at dinners with a customer. I remember some idea, but if I take out my phone and starting it myself, customer will say, "Hey, look, you're not paying attention. Or you go to for a dinner with your wife. Hey, man, I'm here with you or a dinner, and you are sending your WhatsApp messages. But you take out a book and start writing. She'll say, I must have said something very smart. My devoted husband is writing down my words. Okay. So it's much safer to use this. Then every time I come back, I write only one idea per page. When I come back, I act on the idea, throw the paper and throw it. The joy that you get out of tearing off those papers and throwing them there. Okay? The joy, end of it, you'll see 3 pieces of around. You say, oh my God, I completed 3 tasks. Cheap thrill, but beautiful thrill. We all need our happiness, right? And then one tool, in fact, this is from my desktop. You see this yellow thing called Brain Toss? Brain Toss is an app that's available on Apple and Android. What it does is, this is a screen. When I go for my walk, I have this. I'm going for a walk. I suddenly see something very nice. I say, look, that is a good speaker I want to buy for my house. There is a new TV Samsung, guys. All I'll do is, photo mode, I just take a picture. Brain Toss is configured to, I take a picture, it directly sends it to my mailbox. Or if I'm in a position to write, I'll actually write a phone number. It's a send, it sends it to my mailbox. Or I can't do that, I'm taking a walk, right? I'm taking a walk, I'm listening to a podcast. Then this guy, Tim Harris, said something very funny. I just press this, say, hey, such a funny thought, record it. I go on, it sends it to my inbox as an MP3. After that, I don't have to worry about forgetting things because on a 1 hour walk, if you listen to 60 minutes of podcast, you'll at least get 4 ideas, which you'll forget by the time you come back from the walk and do your breathing exercises. But nothing is lost. So Brain Toss is one app that I use. Okay. There you can take a picture, you can take a video. I mean, you can take a voice recording, you take a note. And because all Apple phones are waterproof, I take my phone into my shower cube. I'm either listening to music, otherwise I just touch Brain Toss, record it and continue my shower. Okay. The joy of shower need not be interrupted just because I got a good idea. Or when I'm on a treadmill, I'll not fall. I'll always have this, press this, record it and continue, I'll not fall. So I use a combination of a low tech like a book, high tech like an app. With that, I'm done. I'll tell you. My whole purpose of this is when Shravan and I thought, we are all. Can I close this presentation? Let me close this presentation. Thank you. That's right. I can't dance. Only time I danced for 60 seconds was during my son's wedding. Halfway through, I forgot the steps, but my friend saved me. So this is the only dance I'm capable of. I can never learn to dance. So I dance on my PowerPoint. Okay, I'll stop the presentation. Stop presenting. I'll tell you. It's such a joy to share because you're all so bright, you have so much potential. With just a little help, if you can become 10 times more efficient, for people like Shravan and I, it's a matter of enormous joy. I'll tell you. In fact, I used to tell my team saying, look, I was born in 1960, so I'm ahead of you now. When I start driving, I see through my rear view mirror. I said, please overtake me. I want to see you through my windshield, man. You have to be better than I am. So this whole idea is we want each of you to be better than us. We had no one to teach us. We had no mentors. I had not heard of mentoring till I was almost 50 years of age, Shravan. I've not heard about it. So my request to you is acquire good habits. There's a simple habits, they'll change your life. Each of us has so much capability with a little bit of a habit, a little bit of a tools. Each of us can be a winner. That's the only reason we actually wanted to share this session with you. When Shravan and I spoke, we said, look, so thank you for taking the time to, learn a habit. Such a pleasure.
Thank you, Ian. One of the things which I don't know how many of you noticed, at the end, Anna summarized the whole thing. Did you notice that? What I have learned is usually when I give a talk, I was told you remember only about 10% of the talk. So the 90% you lose. So what I try to do is during the whole talk, am I getting the 10% across? What is the important 10%? Can I get that across to you in that talk? So there will be several things I'll be talking, but I'll try to talk the same 10% several times because that is the most important part.
Exactly. So what Shravan said is beautiful because you remember the forgetfulness curve? Your mind is like a wet paper. It loses all the water in an hour. By repeating the important points, you're saying, hey, brain, remember, brain, remember, brain, remember, brain, remember. Fifth time you say, yeah, now I'll remember. Okay? Remember, it's a brain by itself is an idiot. See, it needs help. So please help your brain. And second thing he said was, in a presentation, every presentation is storytelling. I started by saying what I was going to do. I said they're going to be brain, tool, practice, right? 3 sections. I kept coming back. So there are only 3 sections. Otherwise, it will become like are there 30 sections? Ian is only a 3rd section. Oh my God, I have to sit through 7 sections. No, I'm not keeping it. There are only 3 sections. 1 is done, 2 is done. Oh, last section, I can go home after this. Then I come back and summarize that because I want to make sure that if there is 1 or 2 messages we take, 1 or 2 actionable messages each of us can take, that's all the purpose of the presentation. Maybe 2-3 minutes. Do you have any questions, thoughts, suggestions?
Sir, good evening, sir. I want to say it is always a pleasure to listen to you. You presented in such an enthralling way. I mean, like it was gripping right from the start. I would definitely start exercising mind mapping from now on. So
Wonderful.
my question would have been like any tips for beginners, but you have added that in your presentation. So thank you, sir.
Yeah. See, since talk about presentation, right? There is a TED talk called Death by Presentation. Death by presentation. You can kill somebody with a presentation. There is a 20-minute TED talk. Listen to that. They say what you should do, what you should not do. Believe me, you're all going to make thousands of presentations in your life. So sooner you pick up some good habits. Right? So somebody actually taught me how to make a presentation. I don't know if you noticed. The last I had a question called what questions can I answer for you? I was taught that question. If I say, have you understood? What will you all say? Yes, because you think saying no is rude, right? So you never ask closed-ended questions. But when I say, what questions can I answer for you? Then there's no restriction on what you can answer. So that's the reason, right? That when you want information, ask open-ended questions. Then otherwise you are deciding the choices the person has. Have you understood? Yes or no? If it is too stressful to say no, you'll say yes, understood. Then you lost an opportunity to get some feedback. So what questions can I answer for you?
I think it is very hard. You actually covered everything. You made sure that we can't ask you questions.
I made my effort to think what you may be looking for. So if it helped, thank you.
No question, sir, but I would like to thank you for this session. We have enjoyed it, sir, and learned many things also. Thank you, sir.
Do you have a one action that you want to take from here?
Yes, sir. I'll try to do this, like mind mapping.
When you say try to do, probability becomes 30%.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Wow, there you go. So don't worry about this. These things are habits we're acquiring, right? These are not life mandates. It's not like you can't drive without a driving lesson. Those kind of things. So
Yeah.
just give it a shot. Okay? Do what works for you.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Sir, if we mark or draw a big mind mapping, like all our activities, it becomes huge, like it's a complete page. So don't we get fear seeing that, oh, these many activities I have to do in per day?
That's a beautiful question. Thank you for asking that question. So I'll tell you how there is when you use a tool. See, in the presentation, did you see I shared 2 slides of Nakshatra's mind map? One had only the lower branch. When you do that, what you do is, in the tool, you can expand or contract the branch. So you can only see, if you're working on a particular branch, only expand that. You'll see all the activities in that so that it doesn't intimidate you. Did I answer you?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So when you start using a tool, right, all the sub branches can be collapsed. So you'll only see basic branches only 5 or 6. Then you only open out that branch that you're working on. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Someone else was saying something.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. I don't have a question, but I want to share my thoughts. When Shravan sir told about this, I felt very excited, and I'm so sure that I'll definitely learn a lot about mind mapping. I only know a little bit about mind mapping before, just a beginner level, I guess, but now I learned a lot more about it, and I'll definitely use this. Thank you, sir.
Wonderful. I like the affirmation. I think I will learn, because you are what you say. No, I'm sure you're going to learn. If you need any help, please reach out to Shravan or I will be happy to help you. Okay?
First of all, I would like to thank you for this session, sir, because like Kushla said, even I have just heard about this word called brain mapping, but I've never known it in a detailed manner. So like my question is, in brain mapping, we'll just write the words, right? We don't write sentences and all. But but when it comes to presentation, we have to frame sentences and all. So like it may not develop that ability of conveying.
Good. Again, fantastic question. What you do is use the mind map for planning. What all ideas do I want to cover? In what sequence I want to cover? If you have to convert that into an essay, then you'll write the full sentences. But mind map will tell you what do you write first, what all do you cover, what do you not miss. So use the mind map for planning. Let's say if you're writing a chapter in a book, if you're writing an article, use the mind map for all ideation. After that, use thus to write the full sentences. Okay. Second thing is, in a presentation, you would have seen most of the places I have not used sentences. I use sentences very few, because you should not read what is there on the slides. Audience will get bored. The presentation will actually give a hint of what you're going to talk about. You'll actually talk about it. For example, I had one word called mind does not have a mind, but I explained it. Okay, but when you're writing an article, then you write full sentences. But mind map will tell you, hey, look, don't miss this, don't miss this, write them in this sequence. So every time you're writing an article, you go to the map and say, hey, tick them off saying, I've covered this, I've covered this, I've covered this. Then you have the confidence that you're comprehensive, you're thorough in what you've done. Did I answer you? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Madhu, go ahead and end the conversation.
Ayan garu, I just want to say something.
Yes, Nakshatra. I was wondering why you're so quiet.
Like, I just want to say one thing, that in this whole section, I remember all our sections, like what we discussed, everything we already discussed. I'm just recalling that, like, yeah, this was discussed, and this is a new example for this. I just enjoyed.
Wonderful. So you're going to practice it, right?
Yes.
That's good. Thank you, Nakshatra. Awesome.
I would like to thank our to our goals and also did brain mapping session to give colors to this session. We are thankful to you for your huge support at all times. I would also thank you, Shravan sir, my dear seniors and friends, for attending this session and making it more interactive. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable time, sir.
Thank you all. You allowed me to spend a lot of time learning further on this subject. I want to thank you for that. Okay.
Thank you, Anna. Bye.
Bye. Good night. Good day.